In our previous videos, several topics related to Parliament were highlighted. This video will zoom in on the work method of Parliament. How does Parliament actually work? For Parliament to get its work done, it holds several types of meetings: public meetings, central committee meetings, and committee meetings. Laws called national ordinances, amendments, and motions can only be voted on and accepted or rejected in public meetings. The same goes for advices concerning the composition of permanent and ad hoc committees, appointment of members of the High Councils of States, such as the Ombudsman and General Audit Chamber, and the appointment of members of other bodies, such as the Monument Council, etc. Central committee meetings and committee meetings are intended to investigate, discuss, and debate topics in depth and at length before they are brought to the public meeting for final decision-making. It is for this reason that, contrary to public meetings, there is no maximum speaking time. In almost every meeting, the rules of order of Parliament are mentioned. But what are they? Our Constitution stipulates that the Parliament establishes its rules of order for its meetings. Rules of order are guidelines for Parliament about how meetings should be called and conducted, who is allowed to speak and when a meeting can start, what the tasks are of the President and Vice Presidents, when and how motions and amendments can be presented, how to vote, etc. Only Parliament is bound to its own rules of order. But why don't meetings always start at the scheduled time? For public meetings, there have to be at least 8 members signed in on the attendance list in order for a meeting to start. This is called the quorum. For central committee meetings, this is the same unless there are third parties, for example, ministers, invited to the meeting. Are all meetings accessible to the public? Public meetings of Parliament are accessible to the public, unless it's a closed-door meeting. A closed-door meeting can only be held if the President deems it necessary, or at the request of at least 4 members if it's a public meeting. In case of a committee or central committee meeting, the request can come from a member of the committee or a minister. What does immunity entail? All members of Parliament, ministers, and other persons that participate in meetings of Parliament cannot be persecuted or held liable for that which they have said in these meetings, or what they have provided in writing in these meetings. To learn more about Parliament, please watch our subsequent videos. Be sure to keep up to date with the Parliament of St. Martin via our website, Facebook, and Instagram.